How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back on another video. Today we're going to be talking about toilet paper, something you don't see very much anymore. You go into a store, there's no toilet paper anywhere. This roll here should be worth a lot of money, but I'm not selling it because I need it too. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about toilet paper and what different types of things people are going to be using for toilet paper. And I'm hearing a lot on the news that people are taking maybe an old shirt, maybe some old socks, something like that, and you're cutting them up and you're wiping yourself and you're flushing it down the commode. Don't do that. That's not good for our sewer drains, and it's definitely not good for your septic. If you got a septic system, this is something you don't want to put in your septic system. I'm not saying not to wipe yourself with it, but don't put it in your septic tank. Put it in a bag, get you a garbage can for it, put it in a bag, tie it shut, and put it in your garbage. Don't put that down your commode. Baby wipes. People are using baby wipes. Don't flush these. Try not to flush anything other than your toilet paper. It's not good. Our sewages, our sewage pipes are getting plugged up in the cities and everything just because people are flushing stuff that you shouldn't flush. Now, there's some alternatives. You could use paper towels. And a lot of people don't think about it, but you can use shop towels too. But I still wouldn't flush these down your commode. Put them in a bag, in a separate bag, in a garbage can, tie it shut, and put it in your garbage. Now, if things really get bad, we can start with this, the newspaper. The newspaper is great. When I was a kid, that's what we used. We used an outhouse and we had newspaper. Never seen one of these, that's for sure. Now, if you look through your newspaper, you're going to find out you got some of these papers here. They're real shiny. Any of the papers that are real shiny, not a good idea to wipe yourself. They're slick. They'll just slide right off. They don't clean yourself very good. So you want to kind of avoid these unless it's last resort. You want the paper, the newspaper. Now, if you take out a piece of the newspaper, you're going to do the same thing with this. You don't want to flush it down the commode. If you flush it, you're going to plug something up. Don't flush this paper. This paper is biodegradable. If you want to put it in a mulch pile or something like that, or even dig a hole and bury it, but just make sure you're just burying the paper. All you have to do is pull off a piece of the paper, and while you're sitting there going to the bathroom, I haven't done this for a long time. You just sit there and you start crumbling it up and you roll it in your hand. And if you do this enough, this paper gets pretty decently soft. But one thing I can tell you about newspaper, it will clean you. It'll clean you good. It's not as soft as this, but this is more rigid, but it will clean real good. And if you just open it up, roll it back and forth until it's nice and soft. That way you don't rub yourself raw. You don't want to do that. So this is a perfect piece of toilet paper right here. And most people get the Sunday paper or getting a paper every day, and you got a pile of these. You don't need to go to the store and fight for toilet paper. When you have all this newspaper sitting around, nobody's doing nothing with it, you might as well use it for toilet paper. Try a piece of this, crumble it up just like I did, and you can see that this would make great toilet paper, and it always has for years. If you ask a lot of the old timers out there, they're going to tell you this is what they used and they had no problems. I grew up using it. I'm sure somebody else could use it for a few days until you found some good toilet paper. Now my wife Julie in there, she tells me that this is going to be a pretty interesting video. She wants to see what the comments are down below look like.
It's going to be embarrassing.
Oh, she said embarrassing. So to me, it's not really embarrassing. I'm trying to give you guys heads up on flushing this stuff. If you keep flushing this down, the guys, they got to go out and work in them sewer drains, and with the virus going around now, we don't want them in the sewer drains. So if we get them plugged now, they got to go work in them sewer drains. We want to try to keep them guys out of there and keep everybody safe. So I'm very interested in to see what yous have to say about my different alternatives on toilet paper. And if you guys have any new ideas or anything that I'm not talking about here, leave it in the comments. So I would like to tell everybody, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Please leave a comment. Till next time, toilet paper.